Holy smokes, man! Welcome back to today's deep dive into the latest space breakthroughs, from cryogenic tests on massive boosters to stunning sunrise at launch pads, and rapid assembly of new rocket parts. We are seeing the building blocks for humanity's leap to the moon and beyond. Elon Musk just shared why a self-growing lunar city comes first. This clip shows the tanks rolling in, sections stacking up, and tests pushing the limit at Starbase. Stick around as we break down each and every one of these updates, revealing how SpaceX is making multi-planetary life real. My name is Ernest, welcome back to Space Expanse. Let's dive right in. In this video, we see a towering Super Heavy V3 booster standing tall at SpaceX's Starbase in Texas. It starts in the daylight with clear skies, then transitions to dusk at night. Frost builds up on the structure, and vents release plumes of vapor, showing the booster being filled with super cryogenic liquids like oxygen and liquid methane. Light illuminates the site as darkness falls, highlighting the ongoing activity without any explosions or failures. SpaceX is conducting this cryo-proof to verify the booster's new propellant tanks and also to see if the structure can handle extreme cold and pressure. They are redesigning for better efficiency, drawing from past flights where issues like leaks occurred. This is a part of iteration on Starship, their fully reusable system for deep space missions. It's vital because reliable cryogenics means safer, cheaper launches, enabling frequent trips to orbit, the moon, or even Mars. Without it, rockets could fail mid-flight, risking crews and payload. What do you think? Could this tech pave the way for the next version 3 launch this year? Share your thoughts with me in the comments. And as the frost settles on one booster, dawn breaks on another adventure. Here, the camera captures the serene sunrise over Space Launch Complex 40 in Florida. Golden light bathed on a Falcon 9 rocket topped with a Dragon capsule, standing ready against the ocean backdrop. The sun peaks over the horizon, casting long shadows and warm hues on the path structure, with no action, just a peaceful moment before lift-off prep. SpaceX shares this to showcase their operational sites, reminding us of the beauty in their work. Part 40 has launched many missions, including Crew 1 to the ISS. They are doing this to build excitement and transparency around routine operations. It's vital as it highlights reliable infrastructure for commercial and NASA flights, supporting global space access and inspiring the next generation of explorers. Have you ever watched a launch at dawn? Does it make you feel dream of space travel? With the sea in the distance adding tranquility, no engines fire, it's a still scene emphasizing preparation. SpaceX posed this to connect with fans, showing the human side of engineering marvels. This part has a storied history, from earlier Falcon tests to current Starlink deployments. They are maintaining it for higher cadence launches. Vital for sustaining Earth's orbital economy, it ensures supply reach the ISS and satellite deployment seamlessly, advancing tech like global internet. What if you were there at sunrise? Would you feel the thrill of impending discovery? With the sun rising on proven tech, let's turn to the fresh arrivals shaping the future. This footage unfolds at night, with headlights cutting through the darkness as heavy trucks haul a massive cylindrical tank along the roads of Starbase. Cranes and workers guided into position among other silos, under floodlights that reveal the shiny metal surface. It's a smooth delivery, no hitches visible. SpaceX is expanding their propellant storage with this new tank to support more frequent Starship launches and tests. They are ramping up production to meet demands for the moon missions, using methane and oxygen for cleaner, reusable fuel. Vital because amping fuel storage cuts downtime, allowing rapid testing cycles that accelerate development towards sustainable space travel. Do you see this as a step towards fueling our interplanetary dreams? What's your take? This operation looks efficient, with teams ensuring safe placement. SpaceX adds tanks like this to boost capacity for cryogenic propellants, essential for Starship's Raptor engines. They are investing in infrastructure to handle larger volumes, learning from previous shortage during tests. It's crucial for enabling back-to-back launches, reducing cost, and making space accessible, ultimately aiding colonization efforts. Imagine the power store in that tank. How might it change our view of exploration? From storing power to building minds, watch as pieces comes together. Captured in the dark, a transport vehicle brings a dome-shaped section to the mega bay. Cranes lift it carefully, aligning with the partial booster inside. Workers in the safety gear oversee the process, and the section slots in, extending the structure. SpaceX is assembling Booster 20 quickly, adding this common dome that operates fuel tanks. They are speeding up builds to test V3 designs, incorporating fixes from earlier prototypes, vital for structural integrity in flight, ensuring propellants mix correctly and the booster withstanding re-entry stress. Would faster assembly like this get us to Mars sooner? What do you believe? A specialized transporter delivers the common dome to Mega Bay 1. The crane hoists it high, positioning it atop the existing section of Booster 20. Precision is key as it connects, marking rapid progress just a day after starting. SpaceX pushes this pace to refine manufacturing, using automated welding and modular parts. It's part of scaling for fleet production, addressing past delays. Essential because strong domes prevent failures, enabling reuse and cost saving critical for long-haul missions. Now picture being part of that team. Does it excite you about humanity's expansion? And whilst one booster grows, another wraps up its trial under fading light. The video begins at sunset, with Booster 19 at massive test site, colors painting the sky. Then night falls, transporters hooks up, and it rolls slowly to the build site, entering a bay for further work. Lights and vehicles escort it safely. SpaceX is transitioning Booster 19 from cryo-proof tests to upgrades, analyzing data to improve heat shields and engines. They are iterating to perfect catch maneuvers, vital for validating designs, ensuring boosters return intact, slashing launch expenses. After seeing this journey, do you think reusable rockets will define space economy? Booster 19 stands proud post-testing. As darkness arrives, heavy movers attach, and it's guided along paths to Mega Bay 1. Doors open, swallowing it for inspections. SpaceX conducts these moves to streamline workflow, applying lessons from flights like hot staging. It's about continuous improvement for reliability, crucial as it advances towards crewed missions, making space safer and more affordable for all. Witnessing the shift, how does it inspire your vision for the stars? And building on that momentum, let's see the next stack taking shape. Inside the brightly lit Mega Bay, cranes lift a cylindrical section towards the partial Booster 20. It hovers, then lowered precisely onto the stack. Workers guiding connections. The booster visible extends, surrounded by scaffolding. SpaceX is stacking Booster 20 at record speed, adding this third ring for the full height. They are optimizing assembly lines for mass production, vital to achieve the power needed for heavy payloads, supporting Artemis and Starlink expansion. Seeing this precision, what questions does it raise for you about future flights? SpaceX accelerates stacking to test more variants, refining aerodynamics and thrust, essential for boosting payloads capability, enabling satellite constellations and lunar bases. Observing this growth, are you ready to see it soar? What is your prediction? Share your thoughts with me in the comments. From hardware to grand vision, hear the strategy straight from the top. This test post from Elon details SpaceX's shift towards a self-growing moon city within 10 years versus 20 plus for Mars. He explains planetary alignment limits Mars trips, but moon launches can happen often, speeding the progress. The goal: extend life to the stars, with the moon as priority for civilization's backup. SpaceX pursues this to hedge against X-risks, using starships for rapid development. They are focusing resource where iterations is faster, vital because a lunar presence secures humanity's survival, fostering tech for sustainable off-world living. After this announcement, do you agree the moon show comes first? Why or why not? In Elon's words, SpaceX eye a thriving moon city sooner, even short travel times and frequent windows. Mars remains key, but the moon allows for quicker learning cycles. It's about preserving consciousness beyond Earth. The company reallocates to this for strategic efficiency, building on Starship's reusability. crucial as it diversifies our species, mitigating disasters and sparking innovations in resource and habitats. Reflecting on his plan, how might it change our world's priorities? Thank you for staying with us till the end. If you enjoyed the video, kindly smash the like button, subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss any of our future updates. I drop 2 new videos each week. They are all bangers, and trust me, you do not want to miss any of them. Watch these videos right there. They're my previous uploads and it's a banger. And I will talk to all of y'all in our next episode. Thank you for staying with us.